What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So guys, today I'm dealing with Amber Rose, and she stopped by the TMZ podcast here. There's a segment of it called It's Tricky with Raquel Harper. And, I just want to deal with about 1 minute of the clip. It was a long podcast, but a part of it dealt with Kanye West's divorce from Kim Kardashian. And of course, Amber Rose was the girlfriend prior to Kim Kardashian, and they both have the same birthday. And of course, Raquel Harper asked Amber Rose, were you shocked about how things turned out? She said that she was not, and she saw the divorce coming based on her experience with Kanye West. But she seems to be more at peace now. That is Amber, because in Amber's younger years, she accused Kanye West of abuse and things like that. Referred to him in some ways that might have hinted that he was less than heterosexual. I will say stuff like that. He really never responded to that. She looked very bitter, despite moving on to like Wiz Khalifa, and then what's this other rap guy I forgot from Atlanta, and now she's with this other dude who doesn't even like her. So I mean, it was a whole bunch of stuff going on with her, right? But she says she's been focusing on her life and not what her exes are doing. But now I want to talk about Kanye West's success. And see, guys, relationships typically end. But one thing is true. Kanye West would have never became the man that he was had he dealt with Amber Rose. And I think that although Kanye West came from a messed up family background, and I mean that by saying that the father was not there, his mother was a PhD, but still no real male role model in the home. And as jacked up as the Kardashians are, they gave Kanye West a level of infrastructure that he never had. Okay? In comparisons to Amber Rose. Amber Rose grew up in Philadelphia. She grew up relatively poor, had to somewhat hustle. She said that Kim Kardashian and them grew up rich. The father was an excellent attorney. And I want to talk about this, guys, as far as, when you date a woman and you marry a woman, stock matters. Okay? And I'm not trying to put people down that come from single parent homes, because for a certain time, I came from a single parent home, and I had a father that was strung out on crack cocaine for at least 8 or 9 years. Could be longer than that. So I know what it's like, when your parents divorce and you don't have a male role model there inside the home every day. Thank God I had a strong grandfather and then an older brother, and I had men in my church community, like Deacon Leonard and people like that. But now I want to talk about these people, and I want to talk about you as a man. Picking the woman from the right family structure makes your life a lot easier. If you look at Amber Rose and the relationships that she's had with Wiz Khalifa, 21 Savage, this guy she's with now, Alexander, it's clear that there's no family structure there. There might be love, there might be sex, and there might be children. But one thing that there is not is mentorship there. Okay? This is why you've seen Amber Rose's, I would say, inability to get to the next level in her life. It's been there. It's been totally destroyed. Amber Rose has declined. And I'm not talking about, this is not a physical thing. I mean, the demand for her. If we talk about, she had a show on VH1 in 2016. She had a syndicated radio show. But what does she have now? I I can tell you, she doesn't have anything. All right. Like nobody is really looking at Amber Rose like that because financially, no mentorship. She hasn't been able to get the kind of superstardom, let's say Kim Kardashian has been able to get. Now, she had the opportunity to do at least something similar. But as far as getting to the next level in brands, open up your own sort of business, merchandising, like we see Kanye West doing to do this, Amber hasn't done that. Amber hasn't done that. The business background was not there. But the Kardashians, they had it. They had it. Their family had it. And to have a woman that has know-how, I think a lot of times we take that for granted when we deal with women that are coming from these families, and typically we don't see it as much in our communities. But when you get that, that's a weapon. That's great. But you're just not seeing it in today's world. And Amber Rose, if Kanye West would have stayed with her, he would have ended up in a bad situation. He'd be like 21 Savage right now. Wiz Khalifa is still okay. But let's be real. Wiz Khalifa is no Kanye West either, isn't he? He's not. That's the deal. And although Kanye West is no longer with Kim, his life is much better than that with Amber Rose. And I think that's what guys need to look at. There is a certain level of intellectual aptitude that men need to really start seeking in women, if you can get it. Because, a lot of times, brothers, when we're trying to marry a woman or date a woman, even if they don't have a lot to give you financially, is there some infrastructure they can give you? I had a homeboy that I went to medical school with. He married into a family. The young lady's family owned like 2,000 cows in Poland. His family owned a big construction company back in Chicago. Paid for his tuition in cash. Now, can we not say that this family he's going to benefit somehow? Absolutely. You get to absolutely learn how they do things. If you're lucky enough to get a woman from that kind of family, what? Of course you should take it. Now, I know that Kim was doing a lot of thought and stuff like that, but there's a difference, guys. There are levels to this. Kanye just couldn't get to where he needed to be with somebody like Amber Rose. It's not possible. Without even trying, she would have messed things up because she wouldn't have been able to provide the infrastructure for him. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.